like in a relationship, the talking stage is an excuse. Well, do you feel like it's real, or do you feel like it's an excuse for people to just act up?
It's an excuse.
Why?
What are we talking about?
Hey everyone, it's Kyla and welcome back to my channel. So today we got some special guests. We got
Vanessa
and
Jennifer. I'm on Instagram.
So if you want to get followed, what's your Instagram?
It's VVVVANESSAO_.
Okay, Jennifer.
And mine is JEKB_24.
Okay. And we are doing a mukbang today with Hot and Juicy. So I just got a boil. Vanessa got a catfish
And fries.
and then Jennifer got a boil as well. So we're just gonna be talking about different stuff. So I guess the first question. So I'm just getting topics from like Twitter,
Okay.
like in regards to like relationship, I guess.
How has this one get personal? How has colorism affected you in the dating life?
I feel like, oh, you go.
Oh, girl, you go.
Oh, well, I've never built a, I don't know, I don't think it's benefited me at all because of my hair type and my skin complexion, it's like, it's too black, so I only get certain type of guys. And so if I'm in a club or section, I can't get in a section because of how I look. Because it's happened to me and Jennifer before. On New Year's Eve. Our friends are a little bit lighter. And they got into the section easily. The bodyguard let him in. Black man, by the way. Lets him
Another
in.
black man.
Yo, like why? Lets him in smooth. We come follow him because like we've been with him the whole night. He sees we're together. He blocks us both, and we're like, bro.
Literally, when I tell you, he literally would not let us get.
He
And we're
was
like, we're
not.
together.
Really,
like,
you saw us together, dancing on each other.
he blocked us off, and like my friend is like, the thing is like, she also tried to talk to him like, yeah, they're with us, but for some reason he just would not accept, like, just won't let us go into the section. Like,
It made
we're
no
together.
sense. Like literally.
What is your problem? You go out of your way just to make us feel bad, you know? Like,
Yeah, and it's just like, I'm like, what does it boil down to? And it looked like there's no other explanation other than color, because we all bad. It made no sense. So yeah, you feel it in the dating scene and just going out.
especially the going out scene.
Clubbing scene. They're not fans of dark skins. I don't know.
Honestly, I haven't been out in a long time, but
Well, back in the day when we were free, pre-corona.
Yeah, I just honestly, I be trying to just ignore it and just live my life, which is really sad. I shouldn't really be ignoring it. But I feel like you just gotta go for what likes you and not focus on, you know, like what they're doing. Even though it hurts, like come on, if I'm standing there, I can't even move to another side of the room just because of my skin color.
Yeah, right?
It's really sad, but... And then I also saw on Twitter some girl was like, oh, I'm gonna marry a black man, have black children. And then someone below it was like, black men don't even like you, why you guys go so hard for them? And I was like,
ouch.
well, dang.
Did she try to be happy?
I think colorism for me, like, it affected me a lot when I was younger. Especially like trying to, whenever I liked a guy, I always had to ask myself, like, does he even like black girls?
Yeah.
But I think growing up, for some odd reason, I feel like darker skinned women also are like, not the it, but like people are starting to praise dark skinned women more, where it's like, well, I feel like now the dating scene, I haven't really like asked myself those questions when I talk to a guy, but I know it's really affected me growing up and everything. Like, being dark skinned is tough, y'all.
Yeah, and everyone wants to go off the claim of I'm unlearning my internalized anti-blackness and I'm learning how to love myself. But dang, why did you? It messes with your psyche because you're growing up hearing all these negative things about your black skin. The first thing you look in the mirror, like, am I too dark for him? Is my hair too this for him? Like, it makes you question like your worth almost, and that's not fair.
Yeah. So for me, I didn't really realize that until I got to high school, because my parents were really big at, not big, but they were just, everyone in my family was so, like, I'm trying to figure out the word to say. They would let you know, oh, you're beautiful, you look great. So growing up, until I got to high school is when I really noticed, like, dang, there's really a division between, like, light-skinned girls and dark-skinned girls, because I was living my life thinking I was all that up until high school. And then I was like, whoa, this is different from what I'm used to, because everyone in my family used to just be like,
You're just gorgeous.
Yeah, you're gorgeous, you're pretty, or like, just when they're babies, oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous, her skin, this, that, and the third. So it really didn't affect me until high school. That's where I noticed, like, oh shoot, there's something going on. And I never knew about it till now. Mm-hmm. So that's where I kind of like thank my family, where they didn't make it not an issue, but like they didn't highlight it throughout my life. Mm-hmm. So now there's a lot of things that I kind of just brush off.
Do you also think that could be because we're Africans? Like, I mean, I know we have, maybe you might not, but I have aunties who bleach, but like no one ever goes out the way to say you're too black, like, or like you need to brighten up some.
Not gonna lie, I'm not even trying to throw my family under the bus, but when I was younger, I think I was also a little bit darker, but when I was younger, I know a lot of family members, especially my aunts and stuff, would tell me like, oh, you need to marry a white guy, because if not, your children are gonna be too dark, or like, and it's like those things are stuff that like I internalized, and like it also affected the way I looked at myself. Like, dark is ugly, you know. So it's like what's the problem with having a dark baby?
Yeah, it's no problem.
Like, shoot, I want a dark-skinned baby. I want a dark-skinned baby so I can raise them up and letting them know how beautiful they are.
Yeah, and that's good that your family built you up, because a lot of people get built down, like,
yeah,
broken down through all those.
And it's not that I'm happy with any baby, any skin color. I don't care. But I'm just saying that if I did have a dark-skinned child, that child would be loved.
Yeah.
And it's weird if you're going after someone because of what you want your child to look like.
Exactly.
It's scary.
That's
you should
weird.
have babies. Why do you have kids?
Like the whole mixed kids Instagrams.
I'm not gonna
so
lie.
weird to me.
I went through a weird phase of strictly liking white men in like my sophomore year, because I saw Patricia Bright, and the UK Twitter was always the black girls and dark girls like me with white men and happy as hell. So I was like, oh my god, maybe I want a white man. And now sometimes I used to follow mixed babies, and when Instagram was hot, I used to follow the hashtag like always. Like, I was addicted, so I'm coming out in secret, yeah. But yeah, and then I just realized like, you just think about it a little bit. You're like, why do I want like a biracial baby? Like, why am I so pressed on the hair and the eyes? And even still, me being black, the baby can look just like me.
Exactly.
Will it be a problem? Then it's like you gotta rethink. Like, oh my god, like why am I thinking like this? This could harm the future child I have.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's really crazy how it touches everything.
It's a learning process.
Yeah, learning, unlearning, all of it.
Do you think that you should live with your boyfriend or girlfriend? Well, for us, boyfriend, obviously.
Yeah.
Before you get married.
Yes, because you don't know anybody until you live with them. So I think that Beyonce year, hopefully you move into that space. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I wouldn't just live with any other boyfriend, girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I personally think it depends. Like, some people don't like to live with their significant other. Some people do. Like, I think you should take your time. Don't move in with someone too quickly. Mm-hmm. But as long as you're ready to move in with the person, you definitely, eventually you do have to move in with them, but it's like, as long as you're ready to move in with them, like, it doesn't matter if
it's before
you're
or
gonna,
after.
yeah.
Well, I personally wouldn't move with anyone unless I'm engaged.
yeah, I agree.
So nothing before, but then once I get engaged, then I mean, we're gonna look for a house together regardless, so we might as well just start.
But that's also how you get to know someone, really, like, living with them.
Yeah, but like sometimes people just move in with somebody for rent, like not even because they want to. It's convenient, you know, like
for rent.
Yeah, it's convenient at the time. Like move in and the city's expensive. We live with you, and it's convenient because it's easy. It's your partner, but like I don't think it's a good step because it's heavy commitment when you live with somebody for real.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And then going off what Jennifer said of like, or you said too, you don't really know someone until you live with them.
Damn, I don't know how to do
I feel like you can stay over that person's house, get to know them. You don't necessarily have to move in to officially see.
Like vacations and like little mini weekend getaways.
Yeah.
You can get to know somebody that way.
But like when you live with someone, like you see every like part of them. You know, like their bad sides. You know, I just feel like it's different to live with someone than just like hanging out, you know?
So you're saying that you wouldn't see how they are until you live with them?
Right, yeah.
You can do that when you're engaged.
Yeah.
So you're saying get to know the person when you're engaged?
No, you should know the person because you're dating them.
What's our conclusion? Or
Oh, well, my conclusion is
Engagement.
I have to be engaged first.
to live with someone?
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, I think, like I said, whenever you're ready. I'm kind of moving in with someone before we get married because I feel like that's how you also get to know them more personally. You know, like if their habits match with yours.
Right.
So I wouldn't mind moving in with someone before we get engaged, but it's to everyone their own, to each his own.
That's true.
So with recent events, right, about Black women who have been murdered and these marches and all that, do you feel protected by Black men? Like, do you feel like, 'cause this goes to relations, I feel like, because you guys date Black men. Well, I don't know. You do date Black men.
Yes.
Yeah. And I intentionally want to be with a Black man, but like, do we feel protected by Black men? Controversial.
To be honest,
I'm not gonna lie, no. Unless they're attracted to you, I'm not gonna stand up for you.
I agree.
They don't care about you. But I like the fact that like we're talking about it now because it's actually been a problem. Like,
Yeah.
I actually feel sometimes I feel like I'm attacked by Black men, especially being a dark-skinned woman. And you know we have this like stigma of like lighter-skinned women are more attractive. So it's like, yeah, for some reason I just feel like being darker makes you less. I'm not saying that that's what it means. I'm just saying like,
That's how it's been.
Yeah.
that's how it's been portrayed.
How do you feel?
I feel like, from what I see on Twitter, Black men aren't protecting Black women. Around my circle and the people that I know, they are. So I guess I have a positive outlook on that.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie and be like,
100%.
yeah.
No. I agree. I feel like there have been some great men in my life. There have been a lot of terrible men too, and I've seen terrible men in action. So, and they're all black men. So
That part.
Yeah, every time, because I don't surround myself around non-black people. Not intentionally, it just so happens my circles are like that. So I just feel that it's like they can do more, and I feel like Black women are always doing the most, but it's never matched. Like the energy's never matched on both sides. Like I can say 100% Black women will be here for me till now, tomorrow, and forever, but I can't say that 100% with Black men. Because like what Jennifer was saying, attraction, because I'm darker, because I'm bigger or something, like it's just like,
Girl, you are not big.
no, but you know what I'm saying? Like if let's say a big plus size Black woman dark skinned woman was going through something, a Black man I don't think will go out his way to protect him. But like a Black woman would. They'll always go out their way.
That's true.
Yeah, and every time I got stopped by police because I got in the middle of mini fender bender like a few weeks ago, every person who stopped by was a Black woman to say, hey, are you okay? Versus the Black man drove off, like nothing happened. So I don't know, just those little things you start to notice and be aware of. And how people speak about Black women too, specifically dark-skinned ones. On the internet, it's like free range, like
Out of nowhere, I'm minding my business.
What did I do to you?
rent free and living in your head, you know, like
Wow.
just talking about us,
You
like.
could be scrolling on Twitter, minding your business. All of a sudden, dark-skinned women are ugly. What?
Hey,
Ask you.
and then you go to their photos, you see Mother's Day, your mama dark skin, your sister dark skin.
So you're saying your mom and your sister are ugly?
He's saying all of them are ugly.
Please make it make sense, cause
It never do. It never does. I get so confused.
I feel like that's old Twitter. That's older Twitter. Because now I like.
I feel like they hide it better.
Yeah, that's true.
They hide it
Or
a
they get
lot
called
better.
out.
So
So then nobody wants to tweet or say anything about it.
yeah, then like, oh, Sagna, I love them. I love them all.
True.
I
And
love my
this
dark
is,
skin.
it's not to say that there aren't
Yeah.
a lot of Black men who are protecting Black women, but just from what's being shown, it's not really that much. Or there's not a lot of them, so we don't really notice it.
Yeah, or like, it's like people saying all men are trash. And then they're like, not me. Obviously, if you know you're not trash, don't say nothing. But as soon as the moment you say it's not me, then you are feeling guilty.
Some type of way.
Is your shoe fitting? I don't know. Like, what's going on? Why do you feel the need to speak?
True.
Same with all lives matter stuff. Like, obviously Black Lives Matter, but like, why do you feel the need to say that?
Exactly. I feel like with the whole all lives matter situation, it's not that we're saying all lives don't matter. We're just saying at this point in time, Black people are being killed at an alarming rate. So we're trying to put the focus on that. That's like saying, or going to a neighborhood that there's a house on fire. All houses matter. So you water all the other houses when they don't even need it. You know?
That's a good example.
It's just like people don't get it, and then all of a sudden they're talking about Black people are so. I saw on Twitter someone said Black people are so self-centered. They want all the attention. They're always crying victim.
Was this a Black person who said this?
It wasn't. I think she was Asian.
Yeah, that too. Whenever the conversation's not about this,
I literally had a conversation this weekend with another Asian fellow who said that she believes the Black Lives Matter movement is selfish.
So selfish.
It's like also racist because it tries to get rid of every other. She's like, oh, Asian lives matters too, and it's like, how do you even like? That's another question. How do you address people like that? Like, how do you?
The thing is, we're not even saying matters more. We're just saying
matters
in
period.
general.
Period.
And I just feel like if that strikes a nerve, you really need to look within yourself and ask, why does that bother me so much?
Why is it you're so bothered by that statement that you feel the need to retaliate with a "What about me?" when it's not about you? People are so selfish.
Yeah.
Okay, I do. Yeah, I don't know.
And another question is, do you feel like in a relationship, the talking stage is an excuse? Well, do you feel like it's real, or do you feel like it's an excuse for people to just act up?
It's an excuse. Why? What are we talking about? People just say dating. Why people so scared to say we're dating? Not every time dating goes to other things. Sometimes you get to know a person.
True.
They should be talking. People bring talking. It doesn't bring a clear boundary to anything. I feel like it's just Black people who say talking.
Honestly,
I've never seen no white person say that.
Yeah, like white people, I feel like they be talking for a week, and next thing you know, they're in a relationship.
Yeah, like I feel like people know what they want from no more than a week or 2-3 weeks. But after that, you should know what you want. Otherwise, I hear people say they have talking stages of 3 to 6 months. We were talking, and then we got serious, and then we started dating. Why is your timeline like that? Like,
Yeah.
You're wasting time. You're wasting each other's time.
That's really true.
Yeah, talking stage is fake to me.
Fake news.
Fake news.
So then that proposes the question of what exactly is going on before the person asks you out then?
That's dating.
That's dating. That's why people just be lying to themselves saying we're talking.
I mean, if you're trying to get to know multiple people at once, then obviously.
That's dating still.
True.
Then there's a word called exclusive. And you're exclusively dating.
There's so many labels. What is this exclusive?
I feel
It's
like
only you and your team.
yeah, people don't say the boundaries they want like from jump. Wow.
Wow.
So
Like,
nice.
Get into it. But yeah, so basically, the talking stage is an excuse for people to do whatever they want. Okay.
Okay, so my question was, is marriage a need or a want for you guys?
It's a want, to be honest.
You just want to, you don't need it.
Yeah, nobody needs it.
Nobody needs it? That's heavy.
I think it's, yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, there are people out there who can't be by themselves and they have to have some type of partner. So for them, they need to work on themselves, but also it's a need. But I think it's both. No.
You don't need, like, I know people that don't want to get married.
Yeah, you don't need to get married, but it would be nice to get married.
Yeah?
It's like what we were ingrained to. Like, I feel like all of us were taught that, you know, you're supposed to marry and, like, have a family and, you know,
Yeah.
live with someone, but it's like, you don't necessarily need that.
Yeah, and I feel like having a brother, I feel that especially, like, and he's a younger brother, but it's especially put on me, like, you have to get married. If you're not married, how do you look? If you can't cook, how can you get married? And it's like, why do I need to get married? I feel like that shouldn't be a thing to major aspire to. Like, it shouldn't be end all be all. If I'm not married, I'm not a woman type.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like it's equated to that.
I feel like for women, it's like,
That's your worth.
that's your goal, yeah.
Mhm.
That has to be your goal in life.
Yeah, and you see that in shows, like, Real Housewives of a lot of them, everything their storyline is their man, not them.
Yeah.
And then you don't even see the husband, you just see her, but all she talks about is her man, what her man does, and the fact that she's married. When they have single women on the show, they be going in on them, saying, oh, well, you single, so you don't know nothing about life. When, like, as if being married is, you know, all about life all of a sudden. Yeah, it makes you better. So weird.
I agree. It's just like, for women, it's like, oh, your time is ticking. If you want to have kids, this, that, and the third. And it's like, dang, what if somebody doesn't want to have kids?
Right. And then it pushes to, like, talking about age, like, 30's old. When really, 30's not even that old.
At all.
I don't think it's old anymore, but for the
like that's when you
longest.
should live your life.
Yeah, especially in our 20s
I
now.
want to be 30 on a yacht.
Yeah. And it's my yacht.
My yacht.
Bought in cash. I don't know about that, but like, it'd be nice, yeah.
Yeah, I want to, but I don't think. I feel like, honestly, truly, my family would be like, why aren't you married?
Me too.
But
I'm worried I'm gonna get set up on dates. Because that's the thing, like, once you hit your late 20s, and you're a woman, especially being African, we're all African, parents are like, what's going on? Like, now it's a problem. Like, why aren't you dating? Or why don't you have a man in your life?
it's like, dang, can I leave?
I don't want one.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't like them. No. Yeah. Is there a minimum amount that needs to be spent on dates? Because I see this a lot. Like, a lot of...
Who does that? Like, who?
No, for real, this happens because people say there's this video that was passed around on Twitter, and there was this guy talking about how he was like telling a girl, I can't take you out this weekend because I don't have no money like that to the restaurant you want to go, but we can go another weekend. And then she ghosted her. Then he went on.
She ghosted him?
Because he didn't want to pay the amount she was requesting because it was an expensive restaurant. And yeah, she ghosted him, and he was like, you know, women need to learn how to deal with the men they have, or like whatever. But I don't think it's a girl's fault for wanting what she wanted. And then I don't think the guy should be mad. He should be happy that he could date somebody in his budget.
Ooh.
That's not this though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think sometimes you have to also put yourself like, can you afford this date? If not, then why are you pressuring somebody else to pay for something that you can't even afford?
Well, I don't know. I feel like if a man asks me out, you're asking for my time. So if I say somewhere and you say no, I wouldn't ghost somebody. I could work with you, but I don't know. I don't feel the blame at all to the woman in that situation.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like for me personally, I wouldn't say let's go anywhere unless I myself can afford it.
Yeah, someone's what Jennifer was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
So like she ghosted him and then
he was mad, and then now he's big balling. But he's still talking about how women should still just date like a guy where he's at. And it's like, I don't have to settle. I feel like that goes to settling.
Yeah.
If I settle with you this one step, I'm gonna keep settling down and down and down.
If you're on the same page and you're both trying to figure each other, I think it's impossible, especially at our age to meet somebody that's like already successful.
Yeah.
I agree.
So it's like, I'm not saying settle, like he's a
Work
like not doing anything.
But
like
also,
if he's working towards what he wants to be, maybe he doesn't have money right now.
It was like the third date though. They weren't even that serious. So,
yeah.
So he was doing a lot. I feel like some guys feel like entitled sometimes with it.
You think he was doing a lot?
It was a third date. You don't have to say all that. You can just say, we can do an alternative. But he was just so quick to be like,
He did?
No, he was like, I ain't got money for that, basically.
Dang.
Because she mentioned another restaurant. He asked her, where do you want to go eat? And she replies where she wants to eat. He knows it's expensive. So he says, this, mind you, it's the only third date they're planning. And he says, it's not my budget. I can't do all this, I feel like for me, if I'm just talking to you, get to know you, it's only the third date. I don't blame, I don't know. You guys tell me all that. You could just be like, give another alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's too much.
You don't gotta tell me your whole bank account
Right.
statement.
Obviously, we're not there yet. You just be creative and say something else. Nah, this not in my spending budget right now. Like, okay, dude. I don't know. I feel like it's a turn off.
So do you feel like a man should be prepared to do whatever before he dates?
No.
Like have his money up and everything before he even considers.
No, that's like saying poor people can't find love. No. Because you saying like, oh, you got no money, don't date.
And then I guess don't go for the type of woman that you
Yeah.
can't afford.
Date in your budget.
Dang.
Yeah, because they be saying like girls are gold diggers and stuff for that. But I don't know. If a girl, if she dates men who always are quick to be like, sure, I don't care, I got it. Then she gonna go with a man who says I got it, not hold on.
That's very true.
Yeah, because I'll run to that.
Alright, y'all. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we will see you in the next video. Bye.